if you saw the last post I made, which was about the Philodendron Sagittafoliums, some of which are just over there, but the others are just over there. We're back with the Philodendron Lacerum. They're a great leaf when they're healthy, similar to a Radiatum, but the Radiatum has like fingery leaves. I got a Radiatum here, let me show you. There's a healthy Radiatum leaf, one of my faves. Lacerum, a little bit different. Now these of course are different again because they've been absolutely hammered by the storm. We're gonna have to get these off their grow cages and start again. I'm gonna put this one over here. Let's start off with this one over here. Also, it's hot. You can probably see on my shirt. It's real hot. And I believe, like it's about midday at the moment, and I believe later today, the rain's gonna start, and tomorrow, big storm. I've got a plan to get some of these other plants out of the way of the storm because I think it's gonna be like big hail again. Anyway, let's put this down a little bit and we can start the chops. First thing on this one, I'm just gonna get rid of all the dead leaves, the broken petioles, all that sort of stuff. Like that, super broken. But that's the first cutting that we're gonna take, and we're gonna repot that. Because again, that's a tip. I wanna keep that. Well, that one's been a bit smashed though. So we have to wait and see what happens with that one. And now, pretty much like the Sagittafolium, we're just down to bare stems. This grow cage off. We can have a look what's going on inside here. Oh, it's very light. I think I said in the last video I did with the Sagittafolium, I was meaning to get in here and swap the soil over on these ones because I knew they were getting pretty root bound and they were really dry. Yeah. Real strong roots, definitely a bit hydrophobic. A lot of per litre in there. Whose idea was that? So I'm gonna squish this root ball down and just open up as many roots as possible. Yeah, there's one little cutting, so we'll put that to the side as well. Here's another. Let's clean this up. That's cool. Here's another one. That's gonna be a good one. All right, let's do this one. It's not looking great. Let's begin the chops. I'm gonna chop off some of these smaller ones. Cool. Oh, wow. Well-developed root ball. Now this one's gonna be like this. And what I've noticed about a lot of these philodendrons is that if you underwater the soil that is in their pot, the plants themselves throw out more aerial roots. Now I feel like there's gonna be other people that are gonna sit here going, yeah, duh. But I didn't really know that. But now that I'm witnessing it, I understand it. And it's making me rethink about how I make the sphagnum moss poles for the plants that I have. Ah, cool, let's cut off some of that. Oh, that's all one. Okay, no wonder. So let me just shave off these roots. Again, this netty root ball is gonna go on the compost. Some of these extra leaves. Now we gotta repot everything. And I need to find some extra pots, wash my hands. Let me figure this out, I'll be back in a sec. I think what we're gonna do first is make our way through this pile here. I'm gonna try and put a couple of the tips together. So that's a tip, that's a tip. These two are a similar size, sort of. Like those two. Yeah, I like those two together. There too, got a couple of little guys, and then maybe these two are gonna go in together. That'd be cool. Let's do some of these little guys first. I have some of these very small pots. Perfect for what we're doing here. So I'm gonna do one scoop. Well, it's gonna kind of be half a scoop of new soil. Then I'm gonna reach into this old medium, half a scoop each, and then top it up with some potting mix. First two, done. Let's do these two next in a bigger pot. We're gonna run out of this potting mix real quick. One of them, one of them. There's another one. Like we potted up the Sagittafolium yesterday, Lacerum today. We still have a Mexicanum, as well as some Philodendron Emerald Reds. Then after that, we also have Philodendron Fat Boys, Philodendron Rojo Congos. We also have a Philodendron Imperial Green, which is such a shame, that one, but we'll get to it. There's another. Now I'm hoping, this one's another little one. I'm hoping in the long run, I'm gonna be able to sell these, because that was the plan to begin with. I was gonna sell the cuttings, hopefully get people into propagating and, or, you know, just potting up little props that they sorted out for themselves, you know? But in this whole journey of trying to understand Shopify, I realized I've made some mistakes. Well, they're not really mistakes. It's just like, I'm just learning a new space, you know? So I'm curious to see how I'm going to get myself out of this one. We're pretty much done now. And we're just down to the 1 leaf, 1 node cuttings. And we've also just got this one, which is 1 node, 2 roots. Sounds like a YouTube phenomenon video, but it's not. Some of them have roots, which is excellent. We're going to make use of that. There's the tiny little cutting that is just 1 node with 2 roots, and then these 3. 1 leaf, 1 node. Jeez, it's hot. Okay, how are we going to do this? Right, I think that is just going to be fine on its own. Although I could use a bigger pot for that one. Put that one back. Let's get some of these guys. Cool. I don't mind that one. And I think this one's going to go in there good as well. Where's my Scoopy boy? Great, that's done. Let's have a look through these. Oh yeah, there's a little one there. Oh, it's kind of a little one. It's about as small as we're going to get. Might put those 2 together. Do we have one more of a similar size? Yeah. Let's put these 3 together. Cool. There's another one. Let's see what's going on here. These are a bit too big and a bit too long. So I think we're going to do this. I think these 3 are going to go in well. Green pot, sure. I'm also anticipating that these are going to outgrow these pots pretty quickly. I mean, with the amount of roots that are going in there, they're going to move pretty quickly. Not the prettiest, but that's going to work. I got these tiny little, very, very small nodes. Some of them have some roots, some of them don't. I got this one here, which is going to be perfect. That's going to go in first. There's another one. And then there's one more, just on top there. 3 very little cuttings in that one little pot. And then I think we're at the end, and I think I'm just gonna plot this big one and this smaller one in together exactly like that. And we're getting very close to being at the bottom of this bag. So I'm just gonna go 1 for 1. Pneumodeum, Olbideum. Amazing timing. Because now we're done, and that is a lot. We got way more Lacerums than we had Sagittifoliums, but that's okay. This one's still not completely full, but it's just gonna have to do for now. I'm so keen to get all this out of the way because I'm gonna wanna be inside when this massive storm hits tomorrow, and I'm trying to get all of this done as quick as I can. But anyway, should we have a quick look at what I've done? Little one. So these are all of, oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 15. We turned that into 15 plants. Cool, so there's all the little cuttings that are bare. We're gonna hope they're gonna kick off some new growth. This small stack, some of them are 1 node, 1 leaf cuttings. Some of them are the tips. Some of them are bunched together. They're all gonna go great. And then we just have a couple like these. Little 1 leaf, 1 node cuttings. Now the wind is picking up, and that's an excellent sign because I'm super keen to put these somewhere where they're probably gonna get wetted down. I'll see you in the next one. Hit me on Patreon or follow my other social media platforms if you're really keen. Would love to see you there. Thanks for the likes and comments. Bye. Oh, that smells like rain. I love that smell. How good is that smell? How good is that smell that smells like rain? Oh, it smells so good.